So Vince, another big fight for you on another big card. I mean, what was your instant reaction when they first called you and presented Dominic Reyes?
It was crazy. Even before they presented me the fight, I heard that he actually wanted to take a fight against me. And, the opportunity presented himself, and being at 229, why not?
I mean, you have been in this division for a while now. Like, you're established kind of at the upper tier. You don't mind giving a guy like this an opportunity, right? I mean, I know you're willing to fight anyone, but obviously, you're the higher ranked guy. You're the guy, and he's the guy that's up and coming, so to speak.
I mean, definitely. Like, for me, a fight is a fight. I don't get paid. I tell people I don't get all in the rankings or whatnot. The rankings don't get me paid. I get paid to fight. So that's what I'm going to do is fight. And I think since I've been in the UFC since April 2013, I'm the most active to a 5-pounder. I think this is going to be my 18th or 19th fight. So if you really look at it, it's just like I'm keeping myself extremely busy. I like to keep myself busy.
So for you, do you prefer, because there's also the flip side of it, the career progression side, that obviously, the closer to the title shot, all that kind of stuff. Do you feel like that all just sorts itself out in a way as long as you just win fights?
Oh, yeah, definitely. That's always going to sort itself out because, guys get in a running streak, they get in a losing streak. That happens within the game. And so, but, I'm the type of guy that I like to keep myself active, like I said. I mean, if I keep myself active and I'm having 4 or 5 fights a year, things happen. I can't always have the perfect fight, but things happen. I mean, if I was fighting once or twice a year, I can kind of shrink that out to be a perfect fight, but, I don't like doing that. I like to have momentum going my way.
You fought tall guys before. He's a tall guy as well. I mean, and there's also, in terms of the UFC, not much to go off. He's had some pretty quick fights. What do you just make of him in terms of his skill set and his style?
Like I said, young and try to finish people. He comes from a football background and very explosive. He got knockout power, but, a lot of times people forget. Like, I can do the same thing, too. I've been doing the same thing for a while. So, and, when I take people down to the ground, my submission game is really unorthodox, so.
And, we were speaking to him earlier, and he was kind of, spoke very highly of you, but kind of said, you've been in this for a long time. You're familiar with the UFC, and he feels like he's the hungrier of the two of you. Is your motivation still, at this point, almost 20 fights in, as strong as ever?
It has to be. I'm not trying. I'm going to be the champ. It has to be. So, he says he's hungry, but at the same time, I'm hungry too. I wake up every day, and every time I wake up every day, my alarm clock goes up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm up at 6 o'clock in the morning every single day. Whether I'm running, whether I'm going to do some type of recovery, I'm doing the same thing, if not more. If you talk to anybody, I train so much. I train anywhere from 5 to 8 hours a day. Sometimes I have 3 or 4 training sessions a day, and people don't realize it's just I spend 2/3 of the time killing my body. The other 1/3 is, me doing some type of recovery. So, this is what I prepare my body for. It's like I prepare my body to live with punishment, and I also prepare my body to take punishment.
And you mentioned wanting to be the champion. From all indications, the UFC wants Daniel Cormier to relinquish his title so they can make John Jones versus Alexander Gustafsson 2. Is that fair, in your opinion?
I mean, to be honest, that got nothing to do with me. As long as I'm walking my line, as long as I'm staying, in my flow state, I'm going to be completely fine. And, at the end of the day, it's just I know where I stand, I know what I'm capable of doing, and that's all I'm looking forward to.
How do you see yourself winning?
Any which way possible. I can come up with a million different scenarios, but none of that ever happens. But the only scenario that always happens is my hands getting raised at the end of the night.
Have you ever, gone through a certain scenario and had it play out exactly as you envisioned a fight going down?
I have. Like I said, I play many different scenarios and none of that ever happens. Actually, the scenario that doesn't happen usually ends up being the best one.